Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Barotrauma stream on the INS Overlord, new submarine. And let me give you system audio, and let's see. Oops, I skipped the intro. Yeah, that's nothing new. Okay, that's still nothing new. Okay. Oh, we're ready to go. Who are you? Does that guy keep following me? Okay, let's see. So yeah, we're on the Overlord, a submarine that our captain made. Hello, chaps. Can you all hear me?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, that actually works. Nice. Now, where's the...
It's for recharging your stuff after you're back from an adventure from the sea.
Nice.
Okay, let's proceed to the upper cargo. Or the
Where's that?
Next we have crew quarters. The place to muck about, I suppose. Chair, beds. There's also more standard sets of equipment in that locker.
Also, Captain, you're really low.
Again!
As
Yes,
always.
it's true. I was about to say that.
Okay, hopefully I'm now hearable. This
Huh.
is the observation gallery. If you want to check out the great open seas, there's a window here and a window up top. Also probably the most dangerous place on the ship.
Oh, definitely.
Partly by design. Where's that was the upper deck? Moving on to deck 2. Here we have electrical. I forgot to mention, I labeled everything. You may also notice another term. That's for the engineer. If you want to ask the engineer something. Here we have the bay. There's the mid bay. Also standard fare. This is the bottom midsection. Here's where you can see a pile of crates. If you find a wreck, crates, grab items faster.
Let's see. 2 iron blood, 2 saline, 1 stability. We have... Oh, we actually have nothing. Okay.
You may notice the flow device attachment. Next we have the bottom airlock and bottom diving bay. Now the sea government.
Can I do something for you?
Not passing through.
Why are you holding a bottle of schnapps?
Cause helps me do my job better.
If we didn't just start a campaign. I was holding out my shit together. I would kill you.
No, you wouldn't. Gonna go down before you do kill me.
Position it where the arrows are. Here's the workshop. Your realm. Lots of crate shelves and lots of stuff.
Ah, we now actually possess a sprayer.
Yeah, also one thing I completely forgot about. Access to the midsection ballast is over. I fucked up something that nobody told me about.
Ah, the railgun bay. Wait, are the shells loaded? Hmm.
Broken
I have ideas for this she.
How did I miss this?
You could maybe also add stickers in front of the shelves.
Well, okay, I guess that is one way to fix
one,
this problem we were
Sometimes you
having.
don't have a crate.
Not necessarily the problem I would have, the solution I would have wanted, but okay. You're 30% drunk.
Yeah. This is an acceptable level.
I'll write that down. Nah, I probably won't.
So yeah, again, sorry gents, but we're gonna have to restart to fix that bloody gap. The hatch.
What gap?
Rather, the hatch being half blocked off.
I mean, the hatch still works, it just looks shit.
I don't mind
I
it.
want to use this. And put up with this.
It's a
like this,
nice
like,
little
one way.
quirk. Like, as if the submarine needs some quirks besides having not enough power generation.
Actually, fixed.
Also, you should really boost yourself a little bit further.
I am now using the microphone.
Good.
Nah, that doesn't work. I'm gonna buff the volume. Give me a moment. Right, so I've buffed to 500%. Hopefully now I'm hearable.
Yes.
Yeah, this is fine.
Let's see radio.
Okay. Yeah, field testing radio, 1212.
Sounds good.
Anyways, before we move on, how did Mr. Renamon already take damage?
He's drunk.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
He's drunk to the
Sorry,
point where he's
Vomiting in
nauseating.
the throne room, back to your whatever, COVID, whatever.
I think he emptied like 2 bottles of ethanol or something.
What's the hell? Anyways,
Four.
before we move,
I mean, two.
I'm gonna showcase the 2 query commands we have. That's the first one. This is the second. Make liberal use as much as you see fit. So where's the damn sprayer? There are 2 sprayers. Also, you may want to check out this medium steel cabinet for a small supply of resources. Now is everyone set for the grand adventure? Has them at least sorted themselves among the ship?
As soon as we have money, I demand stabilizine.
Didn't I put the sub already in?
Is the fabricator linked to the cabinet?
Nope.
map and see what missions we have. We have the option between... Okay, we have no option because one of them is going backwards. Oh, crying out loud. Also, until we get any other things going on, I'm gonna institute a policy of we're gonna be working with the European coalition until we get a full vote going. Is everyone ready?
Yeah, I'm just sorting out stuff.
Click on the ready mark when you're ready.
Disgusting.
Don't you
Also,
judge me.
Fran, to the throne room, please.
Sorry?
To the throne room. As soon as
Coming.
possible. You can take one of these. Do with it as you feel like.
Hmm?
Put it away first, though.
Oh, and then
There we go.
just drop them? Or what?
Well, you can do whatever you want with them. But, you know, they go inside
Oh, I
one of
don't have a
these.
mineral scanner now.
What?
There's no mineral scanner.
There's a mineral scanner on the center on the sonar. Sorry, navigational
I
terminal.
thought I turned it on. Yeah, there is a mineral scanner. Unfortunately. I still hate whoever thought that that a combat sub, or rather an attack sub, is not supposed to have a mineral scanner.
Oh, you're an attack sub? Oh, interesting.
But we do have 5 guns. Anyways, we're
Yeah,
gonna
it's like a minimum amount.
commence now. Arms still. Well, once again, is everyone ready?
I believe so.
Then let's begin.
You know, for the perfect combination of jokes, you should have been Alexis Dugal.
Mayhap, mayhap.
Because we have Eric Duran, and then Alexis Dugal.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Anyways, yeah. Also, I wrote jokes on the ID cards in case you
Oh, I
remember,
haven't
but
checked that
yours
yet.
is unchanged. Right,
mean,
so let's
The medic didn't
prepare
change.
For... Say again?
The one my joke didn't change. It's still the TF2
Because
reference.
it's gold. Anyways, yes, as I was saying, let's begin. Currently, we're moving, hopefully, soonish.
What does it say on your ID card?
Yes, we have.
That it belongs to me. Oh, spanner rebuilds, mallet repairs. Wait, what in blazes is a failsafe kit? What?
As I edited all the ID cards.
Oh, but you can do that.
You can edit them on the spawn points. So for me it says this belongs to Dr. Eric Duran, the medical doctor. Probably lost his medical license after someone discovered that the skeleton was missing. Gonna ask Venom what his says.
Right, as we are approaching some ports, roughly 300 meters away.
Hey,
Yes.
Contact, 3 o'clock. Prepare for
Coming.
thanks. Someone man the front coil guns. Going to bottom, 5 o'clock. Engage now.
Visual, 2 mud raptors.
Yeah, lovely. Let's take him down.
1 down. Second down.
Okay, no contacts on scope. You have permission to clear out, let them. Rats, we are slightly sinking already.
Yeah, the mud raptor noodled a little bit on the front hull. Preparing for bottom diving bay.
Yeah, you can still go.
Okay, ready in lower diving bay.
Proceed when ready. They are to your right. You should see both of them now.
Yeah. Okay, both of them collected, returning to submarine.
Lovely. Also, you may note that the railgun bay vents extremely slowly. The
Yeah,
only thing
it
I have to
does.
say about that is deal with it.
Back inside.
Lovely. Now let's go for that quartz. So.
Also, Shutter just joined the voice channel. Welcome, we're currently on the way, but I think you can just hop in.
We're
The,
almost
the,
round to
the
quartz.
password is the message below the image in the temp channel. Just don't say it out loud because I'm streaming.
Right, so I've parked the ship. I want a mining crew to head out and mine the quartz.
I found a mud raptor egg. Where do you want it?
What do you want?
I found a mud raptor egg.
Sure, I'll do it.
Keep it here.
If I can
Just
find
drop
the
it off the
diving
floor.
bay.
Mr. Greener, I
You're
found,
the mechanic.
Huh?
sorry? Captain?
Well, nothing really important. Mr. Greener, you have the clearance to go if you feel like it. The quartz
What
is
is this?
roughly in a 5 o'clock angle from the diving bay.
Roger. Now, what did you say?
I got some hydroxyapatite. Patite.
Just put it anywhere
Hydroxyapatite.
in the place where I am. Alright.
Also, why's that power fluctuating?
Just getting used to things.
Alright.
Well, am I clear to exit now then?
Yes, I see nothing on the scope. You're clear. Besides, you're relatively safe. We have a big submarine over the area.
Can I help you?
Oh, just looking.
The mud raptor over there is dead. Continue to your right.
You know, my cousin is an engineer, so I learned a few things from him.
You're also
I
beyond the
see.
periscope range, so.
I had a load of 2,800.
To confirm, you have 8 pieces of quartz.
That's with the batteries taking up some of that.
I have 5 currently.
Oh.
This is a very power-hungry submarine.
I'm done coming back.
Lovely.
Also, Captain, a minor thing for next time, perhaps make the respawn timer not 5 minutes.
I have no clue how to set that up.
It's in the campaign settings.
Okay. All crews on board. We are proceeding to the outpost now.
Do we happen to get paid on this submarine?
I in fact forgot to set that up. I'm also going to be slightly more generous when it comes to payments.
Are
So
we
we
going
can
to
get
use
this
the new
set up.
person?
I'll show you at the help for now whilst I set up the payments. Roger. I've applied the payments. Let's proceed. Contact. Roughly 1 o'clock. Prime time for railgun if anyone wants to try it out. 2 contacts. They've noticed us. 1 o'clock.
I can try out the railgun if you want.
Yes, yes, just announce the fact they're closing it onto our 12.
Oh, visual Mud Raptor going towards the pulse laser.
They're out of
And
range.
you missed me. Also,
Shooting now. It killed him.
okay,
Second
now
Mud
proceed
Raptor
with
dead.
maintenance.
Any more contacts?
Negative.
Oh, going for to upper for corpse retrieval.
We're kinda dropping right now.
Yeah, that might be because our entire cargo bay is flooded. Okay, ready in upper for corpse retrieval.
Hold on a moment. I'm gonna reposition this up. I forgot to set the autopilot. But we wound up anyways right next to the corpses. You're clear to proceed when you are ready.
Yep. So I think your detection systems are a little too sensitive. Direction to corpses? Oh, visual on one of them.
The other one is to your right. There seems to be a mud raptor with its head blown off.
Yeah, it's succumbed to deep tissue injuries.
No clue. Also, the first 5 shells are loaded with UEX. Just thought I would.
Back on board.
I've noticed.
Lovely. We are proceeding to station now. Also note,
I got you some more hydroxy whatever.
Nice.
let's hope for the best.
So you're really low again.
Emperor, damn it!
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't either. Fault it's Emperor.
I seem to have awoken and scared.
Yes, welcome aboard. You've arrived just in time for me to give payments. Give me a moment.
Well, it appears that your name has shattered.
What? No, that's the news.
No, it's shattered. I love that docking sequence. Rums arrived.
Yeah. Anyways, you all have time to prepare the order forms whilst I go right to my terminal.
Stabilisine.
My name is
Right to the
correct
console.
in
I'll be right back.
the crew list, but incorrect for what the hell? Can anyone confirm if my name is correct in the crew list?
In your crew list, it is indeed correct.
Yeah, but then you check the profile and it is incorrect. That's probably some deep sea sickness, don't worry about it. I notice we have a lack of weaponry aboard.
All the weapons are with me. Also, please leave my seat for now.
Was?
Leave the throne room. As I'm not writing, I'll have to purchase the supplies. You have enough, that is.
I already spent my money.
Emperor's teeth. Did someone already grab the missions?
Yes.
Probably. Nice.
about your opium instability.
Yeah, I saw.
Bloody labyrinthine of a mess.
Is our engine running?
It should be.
It is. It's going 93% backwards.
That's weird.
Let me check that home.
Anyways, I'm just broke now. So just write those checks out to cash. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, the helm is locking the engines to reverse.
The helm was set to full reverse.
Nice out.
Hmm? Sorry?
I was certainly
Oh, so it's stopped now. Be good.
Yeah, because I set it back to 0.
Anyways, I hope every... Oh, frack. I forgot about something.
I have no gun.
You probably get gun soon. TM.
Why is this in the foreground?
Gives the submarine a bit more depth.
I neglected to purchase the buttons and text displays.
I'm
Mainly
100.
because I spent it all on upgrade.
Not the biggest deal.
You will get some wires though.
Yay!
I'm 100.
I request you to eat your mic.
Okay, I'm gonna just tune up the volume to 600.
No, no, no.
Yeah, actually, I had
And
my...
maybe now I can actually be heard.
A little bit better?
Want me to up it to 700 instead?
Yeah?
To turn up your Windows settings for your microphone.
Okay, we'll check that out as well.
So I'll be back in a moment.
Like, if it gets to the point where over the radio I cannot hear you over just the usual background noise.
I get it, but like, I can't hear myself.
When you get the new fancy numbers on everything.
No, I fixed it after the test.
Ah.
So enjoy, you lazy salt. Now you don't have to
Actually, I
worry
full control
about
my
something
key.
being broken.
I full control myself today, so that is good. See, I can draw my knife, which is in my first pocket, and then I can take my handcuffs, and then handcuff myself, that was in my second pocket.
Did you just handcuff yourself?
Anyways, field testing microphone now.
Better.
Apparently my Windows settings thought that it was funny to revert back down to 77%.
Yeah, Windows likes doing that for some reason.
Okay, this is definitely better.
Windows.
Also, should we like free the gunner maybe?
Free the gunner. How?
He handcuffed himself.
Oh, okay. Sounds fun.
I see things are getting kinky in here.
And don't you ever do that bloody again. Or else. Anyways, testing your
Yeah.
responsiveness.
Yeah, I put the handcuffs on the
Brilliant.
ground.
I've lost my handcuffs.
I know. Anyways, current assignments are as follows. Coalition personnel transports, killing hammerheads and Terminator swarm. Unfortunately, both the swarm mission and the hammerhead mission, which I'm gonna opt for, is towards a uninhabited area, so we're gonna have to settle for a bit of a rough ride.
They terminate the swarm.
Terminate a swarm, not
Oh, terminate.
terminators. If you want the Terminator swarm, find the nearest driven exterminator.
I see.
Anyways, with that, and if everyone's ready, we shall proceed.
I'm gonna put the handcuffs somewhere else.
Right there, folks. Collect your goods.
I found a crate, Captain. As security, it is my duty to search crates.
Wait. Did you buy a clown
Everyone to
mask?
the gunnery bay. We have a mystery crate.
List on this here. I shall investigate.
No, don't!
You have permission to investigate, but if something comes out of it, I'm shooting it.
Everyone clear the gunnery bay.
It's a regular crate, but something's trying to keep it closed. Hello?
Oh, frackin' hell.
Captain, it's not nothing's responding. Should
If you feel like it, open it. If you don't, move the fuck away.
I can hear rust.
Either way, be careful.
I'm gonna take a look.
Hold on a moment.
Take my pistol.
There's a small creature in it. Looks cute. You have a pet.
Bloody hell. Fine. You're taking care of it, though.
I
There's
see.
your pistol.
Do we have
You can
botany?
keep it.
Do we have a
I
botany
already
bay in
started with
here?
revolver, so.
Doctor, do we have-
Also, to finish the sentence I started in the previous before we left off, I put the handcuffs into one of my into one of my toxin cabinets.
Ah.
I feel like our gunner is not mature enough to have them.
Fair enough. I understand the sentiment. Anyways, with the mystery crate over, we can now actually begin our assignments. No.
I see.
Build one for yourself. We are now in fact underway. So man your ready positions or whatever.
Get a botany bay move.
do some.
I fucking knew it.
What was that?
Nothing. I fucking knew it.
Oh, it has to be done.
Anyways, prepare for contact. Okay, we have contact. 3 o'clock. Going to 2. Railgun, top coil gun. Should be coming into visual range now. Fire at will. Pulse laser also available.
Yep, going for pulse laser.
2 dead. Last one.
I hear spine links.
3 dead.
I presume that's the target. We still have one
Mud
contact
raptors.
floating above. Actually, never mind. Scopes are clear.
Well, seems like everything is dead.
I'll move the sub up whilst you prepare for corpse retrieval.
Going for corpse retrieval out of the upper.
Yes, go for the upper. All the corpses are on top. 3 corpses. Proceed.
Okay.
And of course, I see someone running around the clown costume already.
Exiting.
So do we not have any batteries on board?
Oh, 3 mud raptors.
Nope,
Go
no
collect.
batteries, only the ones in the tools.
I mean, I would prefer something else because map raptors have a tendency to not drop alien blood.
You'll get it at some point, don't worry. Also, look at the glorious Aquila.
I behold the glorious Aquila. Actually, let me take a screenshot here if you don't mind.
Of course, go for it.
With diver for scale.
Yep.
Okay, going back in.
Also,
You
the
can also
top of
feed them
the
sailing.
upper airlock has taken a bit of a battering. Fix that, would you please?
Yeah, I just
The
did
left
so.
corner. Okay, we're clear.
Doctor, do
Let
you have
me know
saline?
that- No.
We have spare saline. Ask the doctor.
Back on board.
On the
For
way,
medical
prepare for
assistance, wait in the diving bay. I'll be with you shortly.
We have a swarm 270 meters away.
Hydro,
Compounds,
whatever in the
5
cabinet.
o'clock. Get ready on the coil gun. Now 4.
4.
It's gonna be straight ahead of us, so get ready on the front guns. No contact
Straight ahead
yet.
up or straight ahead down?
Right now, the swarm is between 2 and 4 o'clock.
So 3 o'clock.
Some of the contacts are at 4 somewhere. Okay, I think we're about to get contact. Okay. Why do I hear weird noises?
That's the pet.
Lovely.
He's hungry for saline.
Contact's
metal,
probably gonna be at 2 o'clock.
But then buy them with your own money.
But he might not live until we get there.
The
That's not
contacts are
mine.
dying. Also 12 o'clock. Pulse laser.
No visual just
and
yet.
a coil gun. There are a lot of them up there. Get ready.
Oh, incoming. Several contacts.
No sign.
So
3 or
all
4
contacts
dead. Sure?
Some are
2.
still alive.
One still alive,
Last
consuming another. That's not dead.
The laser is AoE, so don't worry about missing.
On laser.
Try to move up.
Proceeding.
Okay, visual contact on probably last survivor.
We only have 1 contact on scope, and that's the dead.
Okay,
I'm gonna gather up the corpses for retrieval.
standing by an upper.
They're all piled up. Go for it. The
Exiting.
hammerhead contact is 750, so nothing to worry about. Proceed.
Can we demolish this and feed it to y'all like that?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's nothing.
Well, that's the alien blood I was waiting for.
Alright, there you go. The Emperor provides.
Okay, I've collected 5 corpses anymore.
Those are all that are on scope. Return to the ship.
Yep, coming back.
What? What?
Back on board.
Yeah, sure.
We are now underway once more.
Did you drop it or did it take it?
Oh no, take it.
That filthy Xeno aboard my ship is making me panic.
He's He's a good boy.
Put it into the workshop.
There you go, good boy.
Contact! 5 o'clock, going to 6. Close. Contact confirmed. Man the bottom guns. Bottom guns.
Spiners.
Spine links, by the sound of things. Going to aft.
These guns are so slow.
Oh no, I'm gonna try repositioning for the coil gun. Why is there CNOs in the observation gap? What the hell? Pulse laser as well, something's on top of us as well.
I think somebody's broken it.
Okay, I think I need to fine tune the warning system a bit.
One dead. I think one might be in the diving bay.
No breaches in the diving bay. There's still one hovering about 2 o'clock on top of the sub. Man the coil gun and pulse laser at the top.
See it. He's dead.
Okay, if that's all, commence with repairs. The observation gallery has been breached, along with the upper diving bay and the upper airlock. 2 spinelink corpses on top of the ship. Recovery permitted.
Yep, getting ready for recovery. Okay, ready to exit.
Anyways, well, have the corpses been recovered?
Working on it at the moment. I also had to fix the upper airlock.
I see.
Like, the actual hatch. Position of corpses beyond the 2 spinelings on top of us?
Negative, that's all she wrote.
Yep. Coming back.
Contacts coming in on scope. 7 o'clock, looks like the casualties from before. Ignore.
Back on board.
Proceeding. That we are ever so slightly closing in on the contact of the hammerhead. 400 meters roughly. Also, we have a cave nearby. With quartz and also contacts 5 o'clock. Man the bottom guns. Closing now. Orienting to 7.
Visual. 2 mud raptors. 1 dead. Up, 3 mud raptors. 2 dead. All 3 dead.
Lovely. Okay, corpse collection whilst everyone decides whether or not we should go after the 3 mineral deposits. there are one volunteers
Uh,
who will be joining them.
Brina, are you going for the corpses? Or?
Yes, go for the corpses. I've aligned the submarine to be with the corpses at the bottom.
Okay, going for corpse retriever.
Also, Bowers is still busted a bit.
Direction? Oh, visual.
Both should be right next to the bottom. I have visuals of both of them. You should be seeing them now. Hammerhead coming in, 5 o'clock, get back to the ship!
Coming back.
Man the front. Bottom guns, folks.
Back in.
Coming in for another run. Hit him hard, hit him fast.
I'm hitting on the railgun.
The railgun, it's not gonna be arcing. The thing's on the bottom of us.
Bottom hatch has been breached.
Bottom airlock and bottom ballast. Okay, fix the mess that's going on the bottom airlock and you have...
Yeah, it's the hatch that's breached, working on it.
We should be right on top of the hammerhead if you're interested in collecting it once the maintenance works on maintenance.
Well, currently I'm doing maintenance, but I will be heading out.
Also again, we're gonna go after those minerals. 3 deposits, but look at things, no contacts.
Heading out fam at. Visual.
There's still a scratch, okay, it's fixed.
Yep, yeah, and also back on board.
Lovely. Executive decision, we're gonna go after those minerals. You could just put it in the order forms and I'll just get some for you. Also, I know that Mr. Rinnemon is housing a lot of ethanol.
Oh, I was blasting in it and I did not receive any.
Okay, grab some from him then. Anyways, awaiting volunteers for mining expedition of the cave. We have 1 contact on sonar.
What do you mean 1 contact on sonar in the cave?
There are minerals in the cave. Esperite, quartz, and polyhalite. Polyhalite. Actually, I'm just gonna Google what they are.
My job is to kill Xeno.
Polyhalite houses potassium and calcium. Not that necessary.
The locker over here.
Interesting.
There's a stack of 8, you can have that.
Thank you.
Esperite has 2 zinc and lead. We're going in. I want at least one volunteer to accompany me.
Only if it involves killing Xeno.
There's Xeno in that cave.
1 contact.
So if you want to fulfill your destiny of killing Xeno, you may go.
I must stop.
Any volunteers? I'm asking this
I'm
for the
ready.
last time. Lovely. Anyways,
Oh,
you
I
don't
forgot
have
that
silver,
it
just
was
that
already.
core rifle. Grab a diving suit and meet you at the upper airlock.
The diving suit's on the upper airlock.
Well, they are up at the diving bay, so. Check the diving locker for your issued equipment. Return everything back to me when you're done. We still have...
Contact incoming! Roughly 11.
Okay, lovely.
It's-
stations.
It's the contact from the cave going it got closer because it heard our sonar, but it's not coming out of the cave yet.
Actually, I see it. It's a mud raptor. It's right next to the wall. Continue monitoring the threat cell reposition sub.
I can go shoot it if you want me to.
It's having issues finding its way. Oh, no. Getting closer. Okay, shoot.
It's toasted.
Okay, that's all the contacts in the cave, as far as I can tell.
Alright, so anyways, prepare for action. Grab the shotgun. My guy.
As well?
Yes.
How many guns do I need?
Yes.
Anyways, do you have your equipment?
Yes.
Okay, away team proceeding now. Operation collect the minerals.
Good luck.
Don't need luck, we have the Emperor. Also, who took the battery out of the scooter?
I did. I shoved it into the loading pad.
Okay, fine. Could have extracted the...
Is a hop
Flashlight.
gun meant for onboard protection?
Not yet. We don't have enough of them to go by.
Also, careful with the spikes. They spike.
Confirmed. That's why I brought this.
I see.
I mean, that's something you should always bring.
Especially since we're going on a mining expedition, you know?
Yeah.
Looks like there's just the 3 minerals deposits. Let's grab them and get out of here. Here they are. Let's grab them.
No, that is Spike. Goes to that Spike.
Put it in cargo bay at least.
Bloody current.
New captain. Hello, captain.
Why can't I throw the darn thing?
One more deposit.
Yep, can confirm.
Alright, that's all she wrote. Back to the ship.
Yep, nothing on the sonar.
Think we can eat any of these fish? No.
Well, you could try it if you want.
I don't know, seems fishy. Oh, sorry, no, different quote. In my medical opinion, that doesn't seem like an advisable idea.
Well, that was certainly interesting.
No fishy, if you ask me.
Oh, for crying out loud! Enough with the fish jokes!
The trees, no.
I'm sorry, but you're fishing for it.
Oh, for the love of... Anyways, away team back aboard.
Welcome back.
I see you don't wait for the evacuated train.
I see we're done carping on with the fish jokes.
Oh, for the love of...
I'm starting to maneuver towards the formation.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Runner 1, could I get a up status on power consumption?
We're about 85%. I mean, the there should be no issues.
Huh. Holy shit, this sub's acceleration is shit.
Welcome.
Also, minerals.
Unfortunately, I can't
Behind
use
the ship.
acceleration.
Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna dock just yet. Or rather, we can't dock because it's a path. Anyways, mining expedition. Prepare someone for mining.
Oh, are you taking over again?
Yes.
Okay.
I can go.
Oh, Mr.
Okay,
Green
make
has volunteered.
preparations. Upper diving bay. Yes, the upper diving bay. Commencement ready. The minerals are all to the right, or rather the left. The left. Keep mixing up my directions.
9 o'clock.
Just
You don't
follow
need
the
any ethanol down here,
floodlights.
do you?
I do.
Wait, you have a stack of 8. I think. Here, I'll give you half a stack. And I'll give the rest of the fabrication.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
There should be 4 deposits in total. You're currently gathering up the third one.
Roger. Right, coming back.
Copy that.
Can I ask what the thrust value on the engine is?
475, adjusted from 450. In other words, it was slower.
Wait, 475?
Yes.
Okay.
Not 4,750?
Actually, I don't even bloody remember. I think it was 475. Or I think the max force was.
I mean, I'm pretty certain that there's a 0 behind that because... I mean, yeah, your sub is slow, but like the Aureus had a thrust value of 7,500.
Okay, then. Anyways, we're going to proceed to an outpost controlled by the European Coalition en route picking up a beacon station. Proceeding now.
Also, the first round of talent points just became available.
Yay!
Did you
Anyways,
say there was a beacon station on this path?
yes, there's a beacon station.
Can I volunteer if do I want it? Can I get bonus
Yes, you
XP?
may volunteer. Anyways, proceeding now. Also, we have a slight scratch at the railgun bay corner.
First teeth is that Xeno making me mad.
It's a regular crab.
Currently observing the big cast that is being provided by the Mayak, so thank you.
Would you like Vaya to join?
Who is what?
Vaya? The guns player, he just asked me for the password.
Right in chat. The tip chat. What his name is. Oi, we have contact. 6 o'clock. Armed guns. Also, something's busted into the airlock. Security, prepare for combat.
We have mud raptors below.
With multiple mad raptors below us, and then
Three of them dead.
Well, seeing as how the warning systems have not gone off yet, I presume we have nothing inside the ship. Check the airlock. I can issue you a gun if you feel it's necessary.
Oh, I have one.
Alright, proceed.
So, but... Ah, what's what?
Diving bay has been breached.
Diving hatch.
He has permission.
Ah.
Yeah, give him the password. He's clear to join. Good chap. Also,
Yeah.
corpse collection. 3 mud raptor corpses below us.
You may want to stay away. Get out, please. Okay, apparently I need a wrench. I feel my wrench and my...
Give me the diving suit, I have everything.
Mr. Shattered, we have standardized engineering kits available.
You did grab one of them, right?
What?
Fixing the airlock.
We have standardized engineering kits in the
Yeah,
crew
I
quarters
do.
and the cargo hold. Yeah.
Hatch is fixed.
There's still a hole in the bottom ballast, but that's for engineers to sort out. I'm gonna move us into position with the mud raptor retrieval and proceed now.
Oh! Okay, standing, going up for corpse retrieval. Oh, got visual.
Corpses have been collected. Good. Get back.
Back on board.
Lovely. Also, welcome aboard, Waya. Bottom ballast is still busted. I'll repeat again, the bottom ballast is still as a whole. Someone, please. Oh, it's even got to that point.
Also, do you mind if I stay at the sauna with you?
Nah, of course not. Feel free.
At least in this compartment you won't suffocate while doing that.
Fair enough.
Where's my good boy?
He has been relocated to the upper diving bay. Alternative relocation could be observation gallery. Pick your poison.
Or the workshop, or the railgun bay.
Talk to space alien.
At.
We are at the beacon station. Prepare away teams. Also contacts, 2 o'clock. Man the railgun, upper coil gun, and pulse laser. Crawlers. Get ready.
Visual.
We have a second group of contacts behind the crawlers, so get ready.
2 aft crawlers have been disposed of. 3,
What is the second set of contacts?
4.
Affirmative. Nothing on scope for now.
So about that spare saline.
There is
Four
no
corpses
spare saline.
upstairs, retrieval, and the upper midsection room is a bit... Okay, it's fixed now, thank you.
Yeah, heading for corpse retrieval.
See.
Ready for corpse retrieval on upper.
Proceed now. Also, away team for the operation of beacon station. Prepare now. Go right on top of it.
One iron.
Gonna slightly reposition this up. Slightly.
So it's below us.
Corpse is retrieved.
Also, weaponry will be available at the bottom diving.
Back on board.
Okay. Does someone feel like joining Mr. Renamon on the adventure to the beacon station?
Well, I do believe Mr. Newton was over eager.
For what?
Going onto the bacon station.
Well, I'm ready to depart. If anyone's coming, now's the time.
You're cleared to proceed. Go for it if you feel like it.
Heading up.
Also, shall I remove that ice spike that you have conveniently parked us on?
Not necessary. Also, we have parked on it. Proceed.
Amen.
Well, we have spare coil gun ammo. I suppose you can empty the tubes.
Do not worry about the coil gun shooting. You may now worry about coil gun shooting again.
Is it clear outside? Because I need to come back and grab a fuel rod.
It was just some ice clearing.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. Everything is still fine, dandy, and clear. Proceed.
Could someone perhaps be really handy and drop a fuel rod off at the bottom diving bay?
Fine.
Bonk.
And drop the
Thank you.
Okay, heading back to the station.
They changed the way beacon stations and stations look on the sonar.
Intriguing.
They are now a lot brighter, like a lot more dense.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. It's weird.
Probably just takes some getting used to. I've just noticed there's water in the observation gallery.
Yeah, there's no pump up there.
The water has been drained.
Much appreciated. Although, to be honest, I could have used the remote door control I still had.
Hmm. How much in the pain was it to wire that up?
Very. Oh,
Yeah, we managed to start up the station.
oh, yeah, you're clear to proceed. Also, someone load the reactor before we run out of juice. Okay, mount the guns, get ready. Nothing on scope. You're clear to proceed.
Where would I heading back?
Actually, nothing.
Turns out we get lucky sometimes.
I guess so.
Return the guns to the bottom diving bay and the ammo.
Shall I get us moving?
Yeah, you're clear to proceed. Also, why is there a set of equipment missing from the bottom diving bay? More accurately, a plasma cutter and a flashlight.
Oh yeah, I have those. Oh, the flashlight's on the shotgun.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, ever since they added that, it has been very prone to forgetting about it.
Reminder to everyone to get spare flashlights then. But that's low on the priority.
Oh, if only we had some materials to craft it with.
Now silence! I already gave you a lot
Contacts,
of
12 o'clock.
Mount the guns, I'm taking over sonar.
Yeah, but we need plastic and lithium.
Oh, I pay you for something
Contact,
as well.
visual.
Buy it with your own damn money.
You don't pay us enough.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
he pays you more than I did.
Besides, you can
Everyone
always
pays
just
us.
write it up in the order forms and I might actually buy something for you.
Oh, I did, and you didn't buy it.
Because we don't have money.
2 of 3 dead.
Write it again, and I'll buy it again. Quote unquote. Also, the upper observation gallery, busted again. Corpses
Unsurprising.
now on top of the sub, ready to proceed if you feel like collecting more corpses.
Yep, ready for retrieval.
All contacts are dead. Clear to proceed.
Heading out. With 3 corpses collected, heading back.
Okay then. Also, the upper gallery is still busted. Also, where's the reactor?
Swapping out fuel cells, all good.
Okay, okay.
Back on board. Also, Bayer is having difficulties finding a transport to our sub. In other words, he's updating.
Would someone please be a dear and patch up the observation gallery because it's still bloody busted? Also, we're about to dock. After I'm done writing my reports, I'm gonna go purchase some goodies.
Observation.
I will take a short bio break.
Ah, the weakness of the flesh.
Right, before I go spending my damn money, does anyone have any purchase requests?
Lithium and plastic.
Okay, that's on the list.
Just text displays and wire, or FPGA circuits if you can get them.
Okay.
Where can we get raptor bean seeds? I request raptor bean seeds.
Maybe some aluminium. We have 2 left.
I'm actually getting a bit tired. I'm 10 off now.
I have returned.
Right, so then.
Good luck.
I have returned.
Herr Doctor, do you have any requests for equipment?
Saline. And of course opium, but that's a given.
Mr. Green, unfortunately have to report that there's neither lithium nor aluminium available for sale.
Well, maybe just a battery would suffice.
Doctor, I bring you present.
Okay.
No,
I
it's not
hope that
stolen.
does
Yes, I brought it.
suffice.
Why did you buy opium?
A friend offered? Because I'm nice.
Okay.
And I do weird things.
Yeah. I couldn't tell.
Also, why is there a slug thing in engineering now?
That's all.
Apparently it's a roaming creature now.
If it gets into the med bay, we'll get an opium addiction.
Anyways, I've purchased everything that you've requested, for the most part.
Great.
Why is there a Xeno in my throne room?
Because it was in my engineering room. And I'm palming it off on someone else.
I know Mr. Shattered is gonna complain the moment I yeet it out the airlock.
Well, he's not here to
I'm at
complain.
the edge of doing it.
You never did it, Captain. It was an accident. I'm going the wrong way. I'll do it.
Can we also sell anything?
What do you want to sell and why?
Well, for example, phosphorus. We have like 3 stacks of phosphorus and we don't need it for anything.
How about we just leave it in the storage for now?
Sure, but we also need
We have one spineling stinger to sell.
Noted.
Note that also, even if we did have money, we can't buy a lot of shit because, unfortunately, the local outposts are not exactly selling us much of anything. Bloody hell. But that's what you're allowed to live with, I suppose. Just surviving.
Yeah. Sadly, you don't get wreck salvage missions until you reach the second biome.
In which case, we'll actually open up.
Oh,
Where's the spindling thing? I'm not seeing it in any of our listings.
There you go, one lump of plastic.
oh, nice. Well, you can go ahead. I don't need it now. I already have my flashlight.
No clue.
You can put it in storage.
Okay, I've already needed it.
I'm not seeing it, so it doesn't exist. Anyways, we shall make our preparations for the next journey. Right now, current assignments, we can rotate back towards another outpost and do an arms and mining outpost delivery or a swarm mission en route with Beacon Station. Then go to a military outpost afterwards to buy up some guns.
Oh, we also don't have any rubber. We need like some masks.
There are diving masks, first off, in the standard equipment, and second of all, every single supply bin has a mask.
Okay, I'll just take one.
Also, there's
Remember,
still
they
the
take from it.
tools set up in the crew quarters, and I would suggest moving onwards.
Yeah, we have everything. Anyways, we're gonna go for the uninhabited area, then
I
we're
meant-
gonna proceed for the military outpost.
I
The
meant
outpost is
direction
controlled by
wise.
Jovian separatists.
I meant direction wise, we should go onwards. Like, towards
Well, most
the
definitely,
east.
we're not gonna go backwards towards the Gave linear outpost. Especially since I don't want to do delivery missions. Like, the ship's meant for deliveries.
Anyways, initiating ready check.
Permission to care? Permission grant. Sorry. I will post the song in the temp channel for your
Go for it.
leisure.
What an interesting title for a song, as I must admit.
Sorry?
That certainly is an interesting title for a song, I must admit.
No, it has like later instead, it has like a... the singer goes permission to care, and the band answers permission granted.
Ah. Oh, also, I misstated with my message. Apparently I have 10 in total, not 12 of the special goods. Anyways, welcome aboard, Mr. Whiskey Fool. What an interesting name. Anyways, we will now proceed with the mission. Right there. So, Mr. Whiskey, do you need a tour of the sub? Because if so, now's the time to check things out before we set sail.
Where do assistants spawn?
Yes, the workshop.
Hello there!
Ooh, alcohol.
Don't drink our ethanol. We need it for fuel.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Captain, our new assistant is already intoxicated. He is already
did he do?
drunk.
Don't get too overtly drunk, or I'm gonna have to use the disciplinarian methods.
Ooh, don't promise me a good time.
Do you want a tour of the sub?
It looks very interesting.
Oh yeah, one word of note with these doors. They're automatic, and with the switch you can change them between automatic and manual.
Nice.
Upper diving bay, upper airlock. Or about that later. Follow me. Cargo bay. These unit load devices are to remain empty.
The
Ah yes, you
shelves
found
too.
the tool. Crew quarters. And the death trap. Sorry, I mean observation gallery.
It's really hard to exit the upper deck.
We have contacts. 3 o'clock. Man the guns. Quick like. Top guns now.
One dead. Two dead.
3 dead. 4 dead.
Roger. Corpse retrieval. Upper diving bay.
Yep.
One of the corpses is to the right of the ship. I'd recommend going for that first. Also, cargo hold and upper diving bay slightly damaged.
Well,
And
I mean, I'm going for
Mr.
corpse retrieval,
Whiskey,
so...
we have standardized sets of equipment available in the crew quarters and the cargo hold. In case you're lacking something.
Go to the right.
Well, it seems like Mr. Whiskey is very enthusiastic.
Just a note, but normally the medical doctor has a thingamabob as a talent afterwards that lets him pick up genetic materials.
Noted.
Not yet. He'll probably announce it when he gets it.
Back on board.
Roger, for all personnel is aboard, we are moving on. And you may have noticed the chat lighting up. Automated systems inside.
Interesting.
Where should I put the ethanol?
I like this ship.
Just put it in the cabinet by default unless you have unless you know where it belongs.
Yeah, please inform if you're gonna man it. We are approaching the beacon station, also contacts 12 o'clock. Far right now.
Do we have lithium?
Closing to 1, still quite
No.
far.
Also, to just very briefly round up the sub, tour, forward ballast, and then so on and so forth.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Oh my god, thank oh my god, thank god, oh my
We're
god.
at the beacon station and no contacts on the scope.
Okay, so,
Amazing supplies.
Mr. Greener?
Why do you need the lithium?
For when we get lithium, I put you an alien blood into the cabinet so you can recycle the pulse laser ammo box.
Sure.
So, Mr. Renamon, would you like to collect the beacon station?
I would love to. I just need to do some repairs real quick.
Okay then. Would anyone feel like accompanying Mr. Renamon to the operation?
I can do that.
Good. Spare guns will be available in the bottom diving bay. As always, return them back to the diving bay once you're done.
And don't forget to take out the flashlights.
Indeed.
It's the bottom diving bay.
Bottom diving bay, right on top of the beacon station. Sonar is still clear.
Have fun.
I need to put some stuff away real quick.
out of my deck.
Just one last thing, the med bay is below here.
Alright, well, I'm ready.
Noted.
You're clear to proceed. Nothing on contacts.
I really like this ship.
I guess you get repairs, I'll get the reactor going.
Alright.
He's talking to his fellow expedition.
I can't tell who's who.
Also, local chat. Yeah, that's set up. It still feels so weird to have such fast searchlights on the periscope.
Yeah, I in fact reprogrammed them to be fast.
Yeah, I should. I don't know. I don't
feels
remember if I
great,
adjusted
doesn't
it. Yeah, it does.
It looks like everything's good to go here.
Copy that. The sonar is clear. Proceed when ready.
Are you good,
And
Mr.
we're
Green?
on the ship. Plan the
I was still
guns,
trying
get
to-
ready for contacts in case anything shows up.
Upside
I'm
arm.
still trying to repair this thing for like the 6th time and it still keeps killing me.
Also, we basically just burned through our first box of pulse laser ammo.
Okay, I think we need to loot this place.
Not bad.
Yeah, but they require lithium and AM blood to be
I'm
recycled.
aware we have none on the ship. Write it
Yeah.
into the order console or buy a next box. Once we get to the military outpost, that is. As if the separatists don't hate us yet.
Yet.
Well, I mean, they don't. For now. Besides, we still haven't passed the full vote yet. Away team, are you ready to begin the beacon station? Or is there still
Yep, just
something going
Grabbing the last few things.
on? Okay then.
I think we're good now, though.
Right, then proceed at your leisure. Contacts, 12 o'clock, up high, man the guns.
Format Raptors.
The upper diving bay has been or rather cargo is breached. We're gonna go down. Away team, do not return. Yet.
All of them are dead. Yes, all of them are dead.
Okay, away team, you're clear to move up.
Fixing cargo. Could you stand on the hatch? Yeah, okay, next time I'm gonna say via, put to stand on the hatch. Okay, ready for corpse retrieval and upper.
Proceed. Away team, you're clear to move up.
Heading out. Corpse is looted.
Good, return to ship.
Back on board.
We are now underway once more.
Also more hydroxy dingsbombs.
Note that we are in fact closing towards a swarm. Current angle is 2 o'clock. We are currently 300-ish meters. Oh, never mind. We're taking a detour. Minerals have been detected. Get ready for mining operations.
Alright.
Oh, we have Galena!
Nice.
Let's go.
Where's the extra oxygen tanks?
All of the shells have spares oxygen tanks. The standardized loadouts have 1 oxygen tank per loadout, and there are still 5 in the oxygen generator.
Is the Aquila solid?
No.
Good.
Anyways, we are on standby for mining operations. Is someone ready?
Yep.
You're cleared to proceed. 4 deposits, all towards the left of the sub.
Straight up. Yep. Okay, that right there on your left is the first deposit, and the rest of them are further down to the left.
Right.
Those are all of the deposits you may return. We are now underway.
I'm on board.
You don't have to announce it. I can see on the chat. We're getting even closer to the swarm. 300 meters now. Getting into the low 200s. Okay, we're getting contacts 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Man front guns, coil guns, and railgun. And remember, be conservative with the shells. We don't have too many of them. Here they come.
One. Two. Three. Directly over the right side of sub.
I only have 3 contacts. Okay, that's not the swarm. That's still 200 meters away. Corpse retrieval available. All 3 are currently laying on top of the sub.
Yep.
I would,
Does
however,
anybody have the
advise
perk
waiting,
for-
seeing as how the swarm is 170 meters away, give or take. I'll keep maneuvering the submarine to maintain the corpses on top of the ship, whilst we get closer to the swarm.
Should
It's
I?
once again going to be a 2 o'clock. Don't. Prep the guns instead. Railgun as well, if possible. Or if you're interested in it, that is.
What was your question?
Okay, they're gonna be coming up to our 2-3 o'clock. No contacts yet. Looks like they're increasing distance. Okay, decreasing again.
Wire? What was your question?
Attack vector confirmed, 3
Does
o'clock.
anybody have the perk for this, the deconstructor?
3
Not yet.
o'clock.
Not yet.
Guns. Some are on the bottom as well.
Right.
Man the bottom guns as well.
Yep. Yep.
Out of range.
All contacts remaining are at the bottom of the ship.
Spine links.
One's up top now.
Targets neutralized.
Lovely. We have a massive contingent of corpses. Some up top, some at the bottom of the ship.
Going for bottom.
Corpse retrieval is on everyone's.
Going up for the up top.
Yeah, 3 corpses up top, 1 in front of the ship, 3 at the bottom. Proceed when you are ready.
Heading out. Got visual on 2 of them.
Third one is directly below the spotlight. Third corpse, or rather the 4th corpse, in front of the ship is now below the front. Still visible though. Should be.
Okay, where's the last remaining one?
Front of the ship. Now somewhere
getting
around 45
close?
degrees from the front. No clue, there's no camera angles on that area.
You should be able to check the radar.
Coil gun rather, and... Okay... I think they're all pillaged. Get back. We're clear.
Yeah, I can't seem to find anything. Coming back.
Why do I get water noises? Gonna do an internal purge, give me a moment.
Also, all the AM, potential AM blood just dump in the med bay.
What was that?
All the potentially medical items, put them in the med bay. in the supplies.
It's not gonna take too long.
You gotta deconstruct or reconstruct the used ammo.
Just wait on the ammunition. Let the workshop manager deal with all of that, his specialty. We've arrived. Next stop, the Huronia Station, a military outpost controlled by the Jovian separatists. A beacon station is en route as well.
want to do some sketchy shit. Doo-da, doo-da. I hope I get away with it. Da-da-doo-da-day.
I'll act like I didn't hear it. Also, there's a hole in the bottom ballast. Be aware that we're going full speed downwards, so...
Bottom ballast should be plugged. Ow. Also, Wire, do you possess local chat?
Gunnery bay again. Also, the beacon station, we're right on top of it again.
What was that?
We're right on top of the beacon station. Away teams.
Who turned out the lights?
As always, weaponry is available.
What weaponry?
I can go there.
Yes, form up on away team. The equipment you'll be using is in the bottom diving bay.
Is this a beacon station?
We are on top of it right now. But I'm on your charge. Go get it done. If you feel like it, that is.
Holy shit, what is this reactor?
Go for it.
Painful.
Also,
Yeah.
Mr. Whiskey, a bit too eager. Wait for your team first. There's a thing called an FNG, a fracking new guy, I hear. I feel like this guy
I
fits
think I
that
lost the
inside the
team.
beacon.
I'm kicked back. I don't know where to go.
Oh, for the love of filthy seed! This thing's getting moved up to the upper dive. Or rather, yeah, the upper diving bay.
I mean, can we test if those things can get an opiate addiction?
Not yet. Especially seeing as our opiate stocks is not exactly up to snuff.
I have like 20
Besides, if
morphine?
I'm not mistaken, one of the outposts sold fentanyl at a low stock.
Hold up.
What just happened?
Spawning outside.
Spine links! Away team, continue your operations, but we have spine links attack. One confirmed contact dead. Two of them. Right, all spine links dead.
So yeah, away team, when you come back, would you be so kind to collect the corpses?
Roger that. And do.
Take stock of how much ammo we burned. I'll buy up the rest.
Station online. Stand by for beacon.
You're clear to proceed. Awaiting.
Beacon active.
Being contact above the ship. 3 of them.
That's right above the ship.
Yeah.
Flame out
on the go.
raptors.
It's a lot of all damage.
All dead.
Confirm that maintenance protocol engaged.
Oh, they really are dead, and body collection is really simple this time.
Let me guess, they drifted into the submarine?
Yes.
Just the one?
Yeah.
Okay, getting out to get the other 2.
There are still 2 corpses in front of the sub, 1 close and 1 farther.
Ready to head out.
Whomever took the shotgun, please return it.
And I assume spineling corpses underneath the sub?
There are also some corpses underneath, yes.
Did the away team get
collecting
anything useful from the station?
No.
Oh. Did you take the fire
There's a spine
extinguisher?
over there, to the right. Yep, you have visual.
Yep.
Returning.
Was there a fire extinguisher?
I will check.
Going back in.
No, I don't see one.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I interest you in this?
No. I'm clown.
Fucking clowns.
If that's everyone, we are proceeding to the station.
What the fuck is that?
You might be experiencing a minor case of psychosis. Don't worry.
There you go.
Hold
Eh.
on a moment.
I thought it was.
Since when has there only been 6 shotgun shells?
Hold up.
Used up the damn shells.
One of the alien bloods is actually supposed to be in this cabinet for when we need to... And finally get the stuff to recycle the... pulse laser.
Oh, okay. Noted. Here's some shit.
Away team.
Yep.
Was there an enemy inside the station?
Freedom.
What kind?
Mud Raptor.
And you spent an entire convenient 6 shotgun shells. Okay.
Also, to answer your question, that was alien blood.
Nothing's happening.
You have, like, 40% psychosis.
Nothing's happening still.
I should give you another
I
shot.
think he's normally
Contact
psychotic, so he
straight
doesn't
ahead, out
notice.
up the sub. One's below as
Fine
well.
laying.
Someone man the chain gun at the bottom as well, and the boil gun. We have one of them below us. Right, ceasefire, they're all dead. Current status, we have 1 corpse on top of the ship and 3 at the bottom. We cover everything including the spines, we can sell them.
Going for bottom.
In the meantime, we also have holes in the observation gallery, the cargo hold, the upper airlock, and the bottom ballast.
Heading
Keep in
out.
mind, they're relatively far from the sub. The light is shining towards the farthest leftmost. Straight below you, Mr. Duran. To the right now.
The one on the top.
There was only one.
About 3 on the
Where was
bottom.
it?
To the right of the ship. It will soon land gently on top of the airlock.
Gently indeed.
Going back in.
Right, we proceed then.
Know what I mean?
We have an ice bank directly ahead, and you can ignore it. I was just about to say that. Anyways, 3 o'clock contacts. 3 o'clock, front of the ship. Ignore the observation bay for now. Bottom of the ship now. Bottom coil gun. Ah, brilliant. Away from the workshop. And man the upper guns.
Raptor inside.
Move away from the railgun bay.
2.
Well, one's already dead.
That wasn't it.
Touchdown!
Okay. That's 3. Bottom bay. I think he's already dead.
Mr. Renamon, have you executed any mud raptors?
No.
Why is there just signals going on about it? I heard the crew report something about a breach of a mud raptor. Guess we're not having it.
There's been nothing in it.
Well, looks like they're all gone.
They're
False alarm,
dead.
I guess. Besides the automatic signal, I've been reporting it.
Sorry about that.
Anyways, yeah, we're moving on. Once we dock, we're gonna call for.
Sorry?
I'm feeling a bit tired. Once we dock, I'm a day, so. Also, the observation gallery is still flooded. Don't worry about it, though.
Something's wrong.
Why are there alerts going on about the engineering bay?
Investigating.
Nothing happening.
I've come across a cave network. Hold on a moment. Okay, there's 8 stacks of 12. No, 9, 10 stacks of minerals.
Diamonds, quartz, cassiterite, rhyolite, I can already see.
Not bad, not horrible, I suppose. Okay, 11 deposits of minerals detected at least in the cave. We are going in.
Okay,
I
park
want
right here.
volunteers for the assignment. Anyone else?
I'm very good with time.
Say again.
I'm constructing ammo now.
I'm asking if there are volunteers, not who's crafting ammo at the moment.
Yeah, if I weren't doing that, I would be volunteering.
You know, you can just join in and wait on the ammo crafting bit. Not a priority.
Oh sure, let me just spend 5 minutes getting stuff back to where it belongs.
Then anyone else then? No, guess I'll do things
Okay.
myself.
Which diving bay was it?
Or upper.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, away team before you move out, you're getting issued weaponry.
Me and Buff gun. Yeah.
And you don't want the bloody revolver. You wait for the other person as well.
No one else volunteered.
Mr. Greener volunteered. Now wait.
Besides, you're heading the wrong way.
Up and into the cave. We're right below it. That whiskey bastard needs to be reined in a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know by which method though. Prank-loaded revolver maybe?
Ah, fuck, I have psychosis.
From what?
I think I know who is responsible for that.
Really?
That person over there.
Payback, you did it to me.
Grab a drink.
By the way,
Take more.
psychosis is kind of not as effective on this ship since everything has a health panel on it now.
I mean, also the psychosis, like the psychosis damage components are over exaggerated anyway.
Kinda, yeah. Also, the fire is also not that big of a deal, and we have a thing that tells us there's fires.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta give me props for the sneaky delivery while you're on the turret.
Hmm?
You gotta give me props for sneakily giving you the alien blood while you're on the turret.
I didn't even really notice it.
I mean, that's kind of the point.
So where did you get that, like... Did you take it from here, or...?
Come on, you know I have a habit of finding things.
Just asking, if you took the one from the cabinet in the workshop, put one back.
I didn't.
Okay.
It's still in there.
This chair looks incredibly uncomfortable.
I think it's more just the way you're sitting.
Take a personal scan sonar.
Yep.
Good.
I mean, to be
should
fair,
know
you
better
also
than
don't
I
look very
as to
comfortable
what
over
is
there.
going on in that cave because you're at the edge of sonar.
I think we just need some more padding on the bed.
So... Did your legs just do that weird thing for you too?
Hmm?
We'll check
Like,
down here.
your legs just bent the wrong way.
Yeah, the character models are very good.
Yeah.
Alright, we're good.
Are you sleeping away your burns and lacerations?
Yes. And whatever else affections I have from whatever you gave me.
I mean, that only causes psychosis and that's it.
Good evening, Captain.
Have a good nap.
We're back.
Right,
Also, since
if
when
you are
do
back
bats actually
aboard,
put
we are gonna proceed
lacerations away? I
further.
thought it was
Leave
only
all
burns.
firearms at the
They seem to fix everything.
locker.
Ah, weird.
This is why I spent a lot of time just sitting in a
Mr.
medical bay
If you have the helm,
with
I'll start
reactor
picking up
pads.
guns.
Where you with the resources?
We are missing a revolver. Actually, we are not. Never mind.
I was supposed to say, that's probably the one I have.
I didn't notice my tool belt.
Oh.
You craft a crate.
Nope. You're gonna have to wait for me to buy a few things from the store.
Just check either of the ballast tanks if you really need a crate.
Yes, the unit load device should have a small stockpile of boxes.
You should keep a crate in the deconstructor. One for the collection and one for the deconstruction.
I'll help yourself to whatever organization standards you see fit. Just don't make Mr. Greenham too mad.
You've gotta help yourself.
This
I'm not sure if
ladder's
it works
clear.
for construction, but like for output it works.
Anyways,
Not
we're
for
about to
prototyping.
dock. If I was to steer this
There you
ship
go.
a bit straight,
Yeah. Give it a
I... What the hell?
They empty into the crate on
It's
the
not
left side
reversing.
first.
So, once again, Mr. Vaya, may I introduce the beauty of local chat to you?
I don't know what?
Local chat instead of radio.
Much as I don't institute radio chatter reduction, I would request utilization of local when necessary. Anyways, we're docking now.
Also,
Roger.
talent time again.
Yes, sort yourselves out, sort out your equipment, fill out the order forms, and I'll purchase some supplies. Also, before I go buy anything else, Nobody's been writing the order forms except for Mr. Duran.
I have been doing that, but okay.
The terminal is still empty. Oh, see what's off.
What do you mean?
Also, I wrote two
This
more things
order
in there.
terminal.
Well, I put stuff there, like, on the mission.
Yeah, it seems that saving between missions is really wonky.
Rewrite whatever you want. In the meantime, I'm gonna take out.
Okay, to be fair, I could probably go shopping for medical components myself.
I do think so. I'm leaving the medical components to you, to Mr. Duran.
Sorry?
I'm leaving the medical components to you, Mr. Duran.
Okay.
Tell me if you...
Oh, that's the armor.
Are we going to do any salvage missions?
There
For us
is
to
no
do
salvage missions.
missions, we need to first get Rex. And in the first biome, we're not gonna have Rex. Sorry.
I'm just picking talent.
I understand you're eager to collect some extra goodies, but right now we have access to nothing at the moment. And believe me, I'm trying to rush us forward, but it's gonna take a while. Also, I do believe we have slightly chosen the wrong path. Frack.
No, it's okay. I'm just thinking if I should pick the talent that gives me more experience when picking salvage missions.
It's not a priority yet.
Yeah, so it can wait.
Also, we seem to have blundered into the Separatist path instead of the Coalition path. They're probably not going to let us through that easily.
Also, if anyone sees some organic fibers, it would be really nice if we could buy them. I bought medical stuff already.
Okay. Just trying to locate the merchant.
Medical merchant?
The regular variety.
Also, we should have a few stinger thingies.
You mean
to
spines?
stab.
Yes, I'll sell them off.
Vaya's having a moment. Oh, that's actually interesting. You can buy all the funky Separatist stuff if you get their reputation. Also, I just noticed something.
Yes.
The very bottom. Like, second from the bottom.
I see you're eyeing it. Well, I can understand why.
I mean, I'm already throwing those around in another game, so why not here?
Fair enough.
Also, if you find some incredibly cheap clothing, I think we can deconstruct that into organic fiber.
Copy.
Let me actually verify that.
Unfortunately have to admit that we still have no lithium for sale.
That's why I'm stealing batteries.
You of course did not go through the briefing. We'll go over this next time.
Yeah. Clothes will deconstruct into organic fiber.
Gotcha.
Also, there's an arms dealer on the station.
I know, I'm gonna visit him at some point.
So arms stealer. I'll be keeping the most important resources below the fabricator for now, once where we don't have enough of them.
Anyways, I've made a few purchases. You'll see what goods we've purchased when... Mr. Renamon, are you wiring something up? Or is
No,
it the
not currently.
bloody Xeno again? Oh, so you actually tried using the surprise.
Captain, we require holy incense.
Anyways, I've done my purchasing. After I fill out my terminal, we're gonna call it. Also, stay away from the throne room unless you want to get shot.
Ooh, here.
Also, when I said the thing marked supplies, I didn't mean this supply cabinet here. I meant this actual locker down in the med bay. And it's also the left one, which is labeled crafting, I think.
Okay. Look in this as well.
I mean, these are supposed to be emergency supplies cabinets.
Ah.
Once we get enough medical supplies so I can actually afford stocking them.
Why is this ladder weird?
It's not the ladder that's weird, it's the floor that's weird. Also. Okay, are you on the forge wire?
No, I love that shit.
Why are you putting the meta crate here?
Storage. You should fill the deconstructor with all crates, that way it collects everything.
No one is enough.
I meant for the deconstruction.
Yeah, one is enough.
Where did Wire go?
Probably stealing something.
You're stealing everything.
I've never seen so much zone stuff ever before.
Is any of it actually useful?
I mean, there's organic fiber.
Right. This is close to treasonous.
Not
We didn't do anything.
I'm perfectly aware you lot are probably not the culprits. This is still close to treason. However, I'm gonna have to begin reining in a few folks, I suppose. Afterwards. Until then, get about your business. Next time, we're gonna have a chat.
I think that means bad things.
Yeah.
I don't think he was impressed.
I think I'm gonna find C4.
Well, I had a revolver on me.
Do you wanna shoot him?
The corpse.
Yes. You wanna shoot the corpse?
Anyways, I'm gonna perform a ready check. Ready up if you're ready to end this. Right then, folks. Saving, and we are good to end this.
Well, gents, you heard the man. I wish all of you a very good night, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.